All right, and last but not least, you're 23 now. 23, right?
Mm-hmm.
You can drink margarita on the rocks, or do you like them frozen?
I like margaritas on the rocks because it's easier to drink fast. You gotta take them down. You feel me? Like I don't have time for a brain freeze. Like keep them coming.
That's the worst. That's the worst. I'm obsessed with the show. I've been watching it, Love and Listings. I've been watching it since last season, and I was so happy to see it was coming back.
Yeah, it was like we couldn't announce it for like the longest time. We're like getting so frustrated because everybody's asking us like, "Are you gonna get a season 2? Are you gonna get a season 2?" And we're like, we can't say yes or no, but like trying to like give you guys hints, but like we really couldn't say anything. But yeah, we were super excited. It got picked up like very short, like while season 1 was still airing, they already picked up for season 2.
Oh, that's amazing! Yeah, that's how you knew y'all were doing your thing.
Yeah, it was good, but I feel like season 2 so far has been so much better than season 1.
It's good. It's definitely very juicy. What made you want to do reality TV in the first place?
So it's so crazy because literally like I've always wanted to do reality TV, like so weird, but like since growing up, like I just feel like, ooh, like I like to be part of the drama, part of the juice. Y'all know I bring the drama all the time. And so I just felt like it was something that like I naturally would be good at. And so I never thought that the opportunity would come where I can be mixing my career, which is real estate, along with reality TV. But I mean, the opportunity presented itself and I took it. And since I was 18, we started doing this show. So now I'm 23 years old. We're on season 2 and it's been a long journey, but it's like, I really feel like I manifested this because like I always wanted this.
Yeah. No, that's so exciting. How did you get into real estate in the first place? That's such like a intimidating industry. Fun fact, I tried to do real estate for like 5 minutes and I quit, girl, because it was just too much. And it wasn't even luxury real estate. It was like basic stuff here in like the Bronx. It wasn't even cute stuff that you're doing. So what made you get into it?
Oh my God, you're in New York. How fun. But yeah, no, I decided to get my real estate license like right after I graduated high school. My dad was like, either take college classes over the summer or get a job. Like, I don't want you doing nothing over the summer. Wow. And I had no idea anything about real estate. I just moved to the city. I didn't know anybody out here. I didn't know where the streets were. I didn't even know like where I lived in like perspective to LA. Like, I didn't know anything about out here. You know, I'm from like the outskirts. So, so I just decided to get my real estate license and just jump right into luxury real estate with like no knowledge of the area or anybody or anything.
That's very cool and very brave.
Thank you. Yeah. A lot of nights of regret.
I know. I can only imagine. So like, what is it like for you? You're on a show with so many folks with so many different personalities. You're the youngest one. And correct me if I'm wrong, but like, I feel like you're kind of like the villain this season. And how do you like manage that? Like, are you okay with this? There's a lot of pressure. Are you okay with that?
I feel like I've always been the villain. I feel like last season I was the villain. This season I'm the villain. Like, I just feel like that's me because I'm the realest of everybody. You know, I feel like a lot of the cast, they want to be liked by everybody. They want the audience to like them and all this stuff. And I'm like, I would rather be relatable than liked. So people are going to relate to my character. People are going to relate to the loud, outspoken one that's constantly, you know, talked down upon because the way that they come off and everything. People do have the same way of communication that I have. I'm not saying it's right or it's wrong, but I'm saying that it's real and it's relatable. And so me being the villain, I feel like I get a lot of hate for sure, a lot of hate. And sometimes it's like, okay, stop looking at the comments. Like, just don't look and then it won't affect you. But then I also feel like I get a lot of love and I feel like, you know, I'm loved really hard and I'm hated really hard. And I feel like everybody else, the other cast is just like, they're kind of like, okay, yeah, we like you, but it's more of like a, if we don't like you, it's indifferent. If we like you, we like you. With me, it's like you either hate me or you love me. And so the people who love me, like the people who support me and my fans go so hard for me. And it like literally makes being the villain all worth it.
No, I love that. Well, it's very admirable how strong you are to be like so young and like, you know who you are. And like, that's dope because like you said, so many people can relate to that. And that's like, you know, beautiful that you're not trying to like, you know, follow the herd or follow the crowd. So that's dope. Congratulations.
Thank you.
So last season, it was very clear that, you know, you and Jacob Knight knew each other, that everyone knew that Suge Knight's son, that you guys grew up together. And it looked, this season he's gone, he has a girlfriend, he has a baby, but it kind of looked like you guys maybe had like a little flirtation going or that you dated in the past. Clear it up, Taylor. Did you and Jacob ever date?
No, we never dated. Like, I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, when I was like 16, like we would like flirt a little bit. Like, he was like in college at the time. He was like, come to my college. Like, I'll get you like a partial scholarship. Like, come, all that kind of stuff. We kind of like flirt a little bit, like whatever. But like, that was when I was 16, and it ended there. Like, since then, like since my adult life, we have been strictly friends. There's nothing going on between us. Everybody's always like rooting for us. We thought you were gonna end up with him. We thought it was gonna be your baby, blah blah blah. Like, no. We are just friends.
Are you attracted to him at all? Is he even your type at this point?
Jacob is a good-looking person. I can tell. I can look at anybody, and whether I'm attracted to them or not, I can know if you're a good-looking person. Is he my type? No.
What's Taylor's type? What's your type?
Well, my type is my boyfriend.
Boyfriend.
Yes.
Were you dating him for the second season, or is this post filming?
Yeah, no, so we've been on and off for like 4 years, but we were on while I was filming. He plays basketball overseas, professional basketball player. So he was gone for a lot of time of filming, but in the next coming episodes, you can look forward to maybe seeing a little bit of him. Okay. But he's amazing. I love him. So we've been together for a long time, and we're happy together. So he's my type, and hopefully I'm excited for you guys to be able to see him.
Yeah, that'll be so amazing. One thing that I did also really appreciate about your story is that you were so candid about your relationship with your mom and like how your dad raised you, and how you and your mom's relationship like a little bit tumultuous. You're biracial, your mom's Black, your dad's white. Talk a little bit about what that was like for you growing up, if being biracial affected you, like your experience, or if it didn't.
Yeah, no, I mean, being biracial, and being raised by a white dad, first of all, usually, in typical biracial relationships, the dad is typically Black, the mom is white. And then usually in like a single family household or single parent household, typically, it's the mother. So I was like very flipped for me, and it was a lot. And I do feel like, being biracial is kind of like a too Black for the white people, too white for the Black people kind of thing. And it's like, it's hard to find a place where you fit. You're constantly like having identity issues of like, like, am I trying to be Black, or am I trying to be white? People tell me all the time, your mannerisms, why are you trying to act Black? Why are you trying to act Black? It's like, I'm not trying to be anything. I'm just me, I have both sides, and I definitely draw from my white side, and I definitely draw from my Black side, and that makes me a blend. And I feel like people always want you to be the opposite of what they are. Like, you're not white, you're Black, stop acting like me. You're not Black, you're white, stop acting like me, and it's like, I'm genuinely both, and I can only be myself. And so it's just hard to, like, identify with a group of people, and just try to like find where you fit in, and that happy medium of not compromising who you are.
Yeah, no, that definitely makes sense. I understand what you're saying. How do you feel about the whole like Black Lives Matter movement that's going on right now? Like, we're seeing so many tragedies come to light because of social media. They aren't new things, but coming to light because of social media. So like, what do you think about that, and how do you fit in as far as like, do you protest, or do you like contribute in other ways? What's your stance on that?
Yeah, I'm definitely all for the Black Lives Matter movement. As you said, like, it's been going on for so long. It's just now being brought to light because we have social media. And so I think about like how sad it is that this has been going on for so long, and it's just been brushed under the rug because it's not on camera and people aren't seeing it in their face. And now it's so hard. Like, at one point, like when it was really going strong in the beginning of protests, it was so hard to get on Twitter and see these videos and all this stuff. Like, it really takes a toll on my mental health, because at the end of the day, these are my people who are going through this, and I hate that. And we're going through it for no other reason than the color of our skin, and that's so wrong. It's so messed up. I have protested, I have spoken out about it, and I feel like this is just something in school we were taught. Like, in school, me personally, I wasn't taught that racism still exists. To me, it was like, it was like elementary school, oh, Jim Crow laws, okay, now cool. Oh, segregation ended, okay, now cool, no racism exists. And then you grow up and you see the real world, and it's like, wow, this is still going on in 2020, in the 2000s. Like, this is still happening, and it's so sad. And I just feel like I'm so glad that people are raising awareness for it now, and that everybody's speaking out, and that this is an entire global movement.
Yeah. No, that's really interesting what you said. Growing up, do you feel like you learned a lot about Black history in schools? Only because I felt like it was like drilled into me every year for like, Black History Month. And my friends are like, what school did you go to? I didn't learn about, like, I'm like, Black History Month comes every year. Y'all didn't learn about the whole, like, that's so crazy to me.
Yeah, no, all we were taught was like Martin Luther King Jr., Rosa Parks. Like that was our Black History Month. And then, yeah, the rest of the semester, the rest of the school year was like all about European, Christopher Columbus and like all of like that so far out thing. And so it's like when we're thinking about our history classes that we're being taught, I'm thinking about everything that's like 1800s, like 1772, like irrelevant. And it's so uninteresting because it's like, it's so long ago. Like, and first of all, Christopher Columbus, like, we're not gonna get into that. But it's just like, it's irrelevant to what's going on. And I wish that they focus on, and then also like with Martin Luther King Jr., they make this seem like it's like every photo's in black and white. They make it seem like it was just years ago, like we're decades ago, centuries ago, we're past that. It's recent. People are still alive from when segregation existed. There's still people who were segregated in schools. And so it's like, I feel like I wish it was taught the relevance of it, how current it is, and how it's still existing.
What do you think about the diversity or lack thereof in luxury real estate in general? I know that I kept seeing these headlines saying that in real estate, they were going to change the name of master bedrooms. It wasn't going to be called master bed. I guess that was their contribution. What is it like being a Black woman in real estate, especially luxury real estate?
Yeah. I will say that in my almost 5 years of real estate experience, I have not once, and I've dealt with hundreds of agents in this industry, I have not once had a showing or an interaction with another Black female real estate agent. Wow. Not once. Not once. It's white females, it's white males. Occasionally, very seldom, very rarely, you get a Black male agent, but never in the luxury real estate market, never a Black female. I'm literally like, I feel like I'm the only one that exists right now. And especially being a licensed broker now, I don't know any other 23-year-old licensed broker, but definitely not a minority and definitely not a female minority.
That's crazy. So this show is really, really special because it highlights all the real estate folks of color.
And that's what people don't get. They're like, why, $1 million listings. They're selling multi-million-dollar houses. Why aren't you guys doing more real estate transactions? Why aren't you guys doing more high-end, sales? It's like, this is the reality. We don't exist in the Beverly Hills market. We're literally pioneering for that. We're literally pioneering for being Black in a luxury real estate market. And so it's very hard for us to be competing with these people who literally have it easier, have an advantage over us because of the color of their skin, because they're a male, so it's very hard for people to expect us. We are luxury real estate agents. And so our deals don't come in like theirs, period. And so we're pioneering for the next people, and hopefully the next set of minority real estate agents have it a little bit easier than we do because we've paved that road for them. So we're starting something new. And I just feel like people do have to have patience with us, but we are picking up in our real estate careers and our successes. And so I think that that's something that people can follow as the show goes on.
Yeah, no, keep doing that because it's amazing. Like that's that's dope. What do you think about the other real estate shows? There's one on Netflix right now. There's a real estate show on Bravo. What do you think about the other? Because they're all white casts. You guys
for sure.
Real estate shows on that's minority, that's Black, a cast of people of color. So what do you think about the other ones? Don't even include you guys.
Yeah, I mean, I think I'm not a hater. Selling Sunset, I love that show. Okay, it's a good show.
Bravo.
Okay,
but that's on Bravo, right? Or the Netflix.
Netflix. That one's Netflix.
I do like that one. That I watched the whole season. That one is juicy.
I love that. I love Christine. I'm like, yes.
I love her. Like me. She's the blonde with
yeah. With like the billionaire boyfriend, tech boyfriend. Yeah.
Her wedding.
Oh my God. I don't know about the snow. But the wedding was amazing. It was amazing.
Yeah, she dressed she kills it every single season.
Her looks, I'm like, okay, noted. Okay. Can't afford it yet, but when I can.
Exactly. But it's like there aren't any Black agents. There aren't even any agents of color. It's kind of weird.
Yeah, it's really weird. And I would love to say that doesn't represent the real estate market in LA, but it does, and I do feel like even with our cast, we have 2 white female agents and then 2 black female agents, and then all the cast is black guys. And it's because there's a lack of options for women of color who are real estate agents in LA, in the luxury real estate market. We just don't exist. And so I feel like they do have a hard time trying to find other agents that fit our demographic. And so they're trying, but they really just don't exist. And so all I can do is encourage other women of color, other black women to get into real estate, to just pioneer it and network and market yourself and just, you know, pave the road for others to come.
No, that's beautiful. I love that. That's your mission. Talk to me about your cast members. Who are you closest to on the show? Like, who do you kiki with when the cameras aren't rolling?
I'm actually closest to both Zach and Ajani. Zach, I've always been close with, like, since the beginning of the show. Ajani and I obviously didn't get along in the first season and kind of on rocky roads now, but hopefully you guys get to see us mend a relationship, because I love Ajani, and I'm definitely team Ajani, team Taryn, her and her boyfriend. And so yeah, those are definitely the 2 people I'm closest to. Jacob, obviously, Jacob and I have always been close, but with him and the baby and just what he has going on at home, we're not as close as we used to be. And Angie doesn't like me, I don't think, apparently. I learned that on the show. I don't think she likes me. I didn't know that, but
surprised that Andrew. You're not a surprise, because Ajani and the whole Andrew situation, regardless of whether they hooked up or not, it looks a little crazy, because she obviously was saying they hooked up. Andrew vehemently denied it, and you know, you went a little bit hard on her. I got what you were saying. You were saying, you know, stand your ground, don't back down. But do you think that you went a little bit harder on her only because clearly her personality isn't as, you know, abrasive as yours? You think you went a little bit hard on her, or was it tough love?
It's definitely tough love. I was actually going to say that. It's tough love, but I do see how I could have reeled it back now watching back on it. I feel like when I love somebody and when I care about them, I don't want anybody to ever be able to talk down on them, disrespect them, or make them look crazy. And I felt like that's what Andrew has been doing. He's been disrespecting her and making her look crazy. It's very evident that they slept together. I don't care what y'all say. People are like all the time, oh my God, is that fake? It's real as fuck. They really slept together. I believe it 100%. She's told me off camera it happened. I believe it. And so it's just like, I feel like you need to fight and make sure that it's known, because people shouldn't even question that. Even you questioned it. You said whether they slept together or not. It shouldn't be a whether. It should be, everybody should know that that's what happened. And I'm the type of person, it's like, I live in my truth. I need everybody to know the truth. And that's to a fault sometimes. You know, I can take from Ajani and not being so concerned about what people are thinking. Everybody's going to say something negative, you know? So I'm trying to take from her, and I feel like she could take a little bit from me, and there's probably a happy middle. And I feel like both of us watching the show back, we've learned that.
Who on the show are you just not connecting with besides Andrew, who you just don't even talk to?
Sam. I don't like her.
Really? Sam?
I don't like her.
I see y'all not meshing. What's going on with Sam?
Sam is just way too fake. Everybody says it. She's full of herself. Like, I don't know who died and made her the queen of the fucking world, but she's just way too full of herself. And she's just, I don't know. And I'm tired of the storyline with her and Zach. Like, it's so thirsty, girl. Like, how he said on national TV that you couldn't get his, you know, hard. So you still want to pursue that. And then now you have a boyfriend who had a baby on you, or already has 2 kids and still lives with his baby mom, and y'all were in love and all this stuff. And you're asking Andrew how to get over him. Like, that's just weird to me. This is weird behavior that I do not condone. I don't condone side bitch behavior. I don't condone thirsty bitch behavior. So I just don't condone her. Like, I just can't. That's not the energy I want to be around. I want to associate myself with. Like,
no,
don't like her.
I respect it, because the storyline with her and Zach is a little weird, because it's like he seems into her, but then she seems like she's being weird, like she's playing a little bit, like she's playing with him. It is a little awkward to watch.
It was cringe. That episode in Palm Springs was cringe. Them in the jacuzzi, I'm like, oh my God, take it off my screen. Make it stop.
Oh my gosh, that is so funny. So your friend Jacob is always talking about Tupac being alive. What's your take? It's always in the headline, like it's always in the blog. Jacob is saying Tupac is alive and well. What do you think about that?
I don't know why he did that. I don't know why he did that. I don't know if it was for clout. I don't know if he really believes it. I don't know if he was just joking. But I mean, at the end of the day, you know, they say bad publicity is better than no publicity. So he got a lot of followers from that. He was on freaking Fox News from that. So whatever his intentions were, I think it worked out for him. I think he got verified from that. He got hella followers. So I mean, shit.
It is what it is.
It is what it is. Glad he's moved past that, though. He's not talking about that anymore.
Yeah. How has your life changed since you've been on reality TV?
You know, honestly, sorry, excuse me. Okay. Sorry, I feel like when I talk a lot, I get burpy. Okay. Since the reality show, I feel like life hasn't changed like too crazy. I do get recognized, which is like really weird. Like people ask me to like take pictures with them, and I'm just like, oh my god, wait, I'm not photogenic. Like I'm gonna be like on a blog like, ew, she's a catfish or something like that. So I just feel like I have to like watch when I'm out in public. Like I can't just go out looking like any type of way, because sometimes I do get recognized. But honestly, it's like, to be candid, I don't think that it's like had a crazy impact where it's like been a life-changing experience. I know that these shows, especially a new show like this, takes a long time to kind of build up steam. So I'm hoping as the show progresses, you know, we get more recognition for what we're doing. But yeah, overall, it's been just getting recognized a few times, which is cool.
No, I love that. That's really cool. What do your parents think about it? What does your mom and dad think about your newfound fame?
My dad be like, oh my god, like when I spend, you know, holidays with my dad's side of the family, my wife's side of the family, and so it makes for some awkward dinner conversations. Like there was one time I went to like, it was like Hanukkah or something, and like one of my like cousins had it recited like, your ass is fake, your boobs are fake, why do you call yourself real estate agent when everything about you is fake? Like she had that line written down and literally recited it to the entire group, and everybody started laughing. So it's funny when I go home for like, you know, for the holidays, but yeah. And my mom is just like, do I look fat on the show? Like, I felt like I looked fat. Like, do I look crazy? But my mom really, her biggest thing is she's a very private person. So obviously I open up a lot about, you know, her addiction and everything. And sometimes I'm like, dang, well, was that fair for me to kind of just like throw her under the bus on TV like that and just expose, you know, her life? But I feel like we both had a conversation and we kind of said, you know, if she can help other moms who are in her position, if I can help other, you know, daughters or sons, whatever, kids in my position, then it's worth it. You know, I want people to be able to see, yes, you can have a rocky relationship with somebody, especially with substance abuse, but you can rebuild. And I want people to know, you know, it's not a choice, it's a disease. It's not your fault, it's not their fault, it's a disease. Like it's not anybody's fault that they get cancer. It's a disease and it happens, and you can heal from it, you can recover from it, and then from there relationships can be mended. So if I can just show that to everybody, you know, right now we're amazing, we have a great relationship, she's bringing me dinner tonight, so we're good. And so I just feel like, I want people to see that you can grow and forgive.
Yeah, no, I love that. And I think that's so important, especially today, because we're just so quick to cut people off. But I think, you know, that's beautiful as long as the situation is healthy, and in your situation, it looks very healthy. It's not toxic to you to have, because every girl needs their mom, you know, like every girl needs their dad. So I just love the fact that you guys were able to rebuild that and rebuild it on TV, because a lot of folks would be like, oh, blood isn't thicker than water, I don't need X, Y, and Z my whole life. But I think that just showed how like big of a person you are and about your character, that you could like say, wait, this is my mom. Like, and even though it was on TV, it may have seemed invasive, it was so relatable, and it was just beautiful, and just, you know, people need to see that. So I applaud you wholeheartedly, and thank you. That was such a personal thing. You have to share that. That was really amazing, and it gave you like, you know, layers and depth, and explains why you are the way that you are, and like, you know, you're beautiful. Kudos, girl. Kudos.
Thank you.
So last question about you personally. What do you want folks to know about you that they may not know about you from reality TV?
I'm not an angry person. I don't have anger issues. I do feel like the show brings that out of me. Sometimes the show does bring the worst out of me. You know, when cameras are on and there's a lot that you guys don't see, a lot that goes on behind the scenes, a lot that doesn't make it, you know, we only have like 48 minutes a night. So I just want people to know I'm not an angry person. I'm not like somebody who in business and in life is just walking around here angry all the time. I wouldn't have the success that I have in business if that was who I was, you know, like in your industry, you only have your reputation. And in my real life, every day, day to day, with agent relations, with client relations, I have such a great reputation. I've never gotten anything about being unprofessional, about being immature, about being popping off or anything like that. And so in my real life, I'm a very professional agent. I'm a broker. I'm a hard worker. And I really do this in real life. This is really how I pay my bills, you know? And so I wouldn't have the success that I had if I was always how I was on TV. I'm a very emotional person. I'm a very passionate person. And sometimes my passion comes off as anger or aggression. But, you know, that's something that I can work on. And that if you guys saw the episode last night where I talked to the life coach, it's something that I am trying to work on. And it is a work in progress. I've been this way for 23 years of my life. And now it's kind of like I have to change that. So it takes time. I do see where I need to grow. But then I also want you guys to know that it's not only what you see on TV.
Right.
I do have multiple layers, you know?
Yeah. No, I love that. So at the Tylt, you know, we're all about inciting conversations, elevating opinions, and just getting folks' voices out there. So we do a lot of like debate type of questions. So I'm just going to ask you like, you know, your favorite or what you're resonating with at this current moment. So, you know, you come on TV a lot. You like to have your face beat. Your hair is done. What cosmetic line are you feeling right now or is your favorite? Is it Fenty Beauty or is it KKW Beauty?
Is that a question, girl?
Well, you're in LA, so I had to ask.
Fenty Beauty. I don't own anything Kardashian. I do Fenty Beauty. I use their primer. I used to use their foundation. Not gonna lie, I'm not a huge fan of the foundation, but I love the primer. I love the setting powder. I actually have the setting powder on right now. That setting powder saves lives, girl. That shit will have you beat down, okay? I'm like, crease wear.
Yes.
I love her setting powder. And I'm so excited because she's dropping a skin line and I literally just watched her like go to bed with me video. And so I'm so excited to try those products because I'm big on like natural skincare and her line looks amazing.
I watched that same thing. I really, really want that toner. That toner looks like it's everything. It's like shrinks.
Yes. When she said it, I'm like, okay, these nose pores, baby.
Right here. Yes. I love that. So when it's on the weekend, you're hanging out, who are you vibing out to? Are you vibing out to Drake or are you vibing out to The Weeknd?
Oh, okay. I'm vibing out to Drake because like when I'm on the weekend, like I like to turn up, you know? So like I'm more of a Drake kind of vibe. Like The Weeknd is like, I don't know, it's more like sensual. It's like at night when you're lighting a candle and you're chilling, you know? Drake.
For sure. So we have an election coming up. If Kanye makes it to the ballot, is he getting your vote?
Child, no. I don't know why he did that. I don't know what he's on. I'm praying in that way. I do have sympathy for, or empathy, I guess, for Kim, because I know that's a lot to deal with, you know, having somebody who has mental health issues. And so I'm praying for him, but he's not going to get my vote.
No, he's not going to get your vote. All right. And last but not least, you're 23 now, 23, right?
Mm-hmm.
You can drink. Margarita on the rocks, or do you like them frozen?
I like margaritas on the rocks because it's easier to drink fast. You gotta take them down. You feel me? Like I don't have time for a brain freeze. Like keep them coming.
That's the worst. Well, thank you so much for talking to me.
That was so fun.
You are a gem. You are like the star of the show. I can't wait to see more of you. And just shout out to you for everything that you're doing as far as like, you know, breaking barriers in real estate. Love how you and your family are building right now, and you're awesome. Thank you for talking to me.
Thank you so much. It was so nice talking to you. That was so fun.
Thank you so much.
Okay, I'll see you. Bye.
Yes, bye-bye. Have a great day.
You as well.